Before we get into this video, guys, I wanted to talk about something real quick. A lot of people seem to have this silly impression that because I am technically an influencer for Skyforge, that I can't criticize the game. That they just pay their way into my brain and they send me a virtual check every month, and I'm just this robot on YouTube that has to say, "All hail Skyforge, you must play Skyforge or you will die and burn in hell." And blah. No. That's not how sponsored content works, guys. It's it's nothing like that. I can criticize this game. I can say anything I want about this game. If I want to go on mic and say that Skyforge effing sucks, I can do that because I'm a person with my own opinions. No game developer or company is ever going to buy my opinion. And out of all the sponsored content I've done in my life, I have never seen that happen. Now, granted, I've only done sponsored videos a handful of times, but I have never seen a developer say, "Hey, we'll give you XX amount of money or give you game access, and you have to give us a review that says this." No, it's never been anything like that. Now, I've never done a paid content before, but developers have hooked me up with games, to showcase it. And, that's all it is. Just so you guys know for future reference, because, this video is criticizing Skyforge. So, I wanted to put that disclaimer out there because I saw some really, really, really silly comments under my Skyforge reviews. So, if you're subscribed to my channel, and if you've been around my channel long enough and know anything about me when it comes to Skyforge, you guys will know that I was Skyforge's 2017 biggest critic. If you don't believe me, go on your YouTube search bar right now. Stop this video and just remember the timestamp. Go on your YouTube search bar right now, type in the word LiveForge, and let me know the first person you see come up. I guarantee you it'll be me and one other content creator. But anyway, guys, let's get into the video. Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Snack127, and welcome back to another Skyforge video. Now, big disclaimer before we start this video off. I just want to say that, I have nothing against Skyforge. This isn't, a I hate Skyforge kind of video or anything like that. This is simply talking about a massive problem I have seen in the game since launch that has yet to be addressed. And I mean, I see this issue on PC. I've dealt with it numerous times on PS4. And here it is on Xbox. And it's, it's been spoken about a billion times, but no one has seemed to, do anything about it. There is one small solution that can kind of help, but let's be honest with it, this needs to be fixed. And you guys guessed it, I picked the perfect run for you guys to see it. Luckily, the God forms in here were actually considerate people that, did wait for the groups and wait for the party and stuff like that. But yes, this is a rant about speedruns. And speedruns in Skyforge are terrible. Terrible. And it needs to be fixed. This is a problem, it needs to be dealt with, and I'm going to tell you why. Alright, so say, you're farming for good old Mythic. You're hoping for, perfect purple drops out of Isabella, Medea, or Ophelia. 2 or 3 guys at the beginning grab their god forms and they just go. Well, because they're in combat 90% of the dungeon, just, flying ahead on their super powerful, Hades, big-breasted gods and everything, you can't keep up unless, you're using a mount or, you're in god form yourself. And, oh, by the way, since they're in combat, you're technically in combat, meaning you can't use a mount. Unless, you buy that little starter pack 2.0 kit with the wings that work as a mount, you're not going to keep up with anybody in that raid. And that means you miss out on gear, and if you're raising a class, you also miss out on the, the attacks, on the kills, to upgrade your temple. And that's terrible. All players who are participating in a raid or, want to participate can't, because, they can't keep up because the movement speed is so broken in this game. There needs to be a way to either toggle yourself in and out of combat, especially when you're away from the party. There needs to be, a limit to, how far away you are. That's considered, being in combat and stuff like that. If a guy is in combat on the last boss of the raid, and I'm still at an area where the second boss or first boss would be, there should be no reason at all that I'm considered in combat. And this is by far the stupidest mechanic I've ever seen in my life. People can say, well, try to hop on your mounts. Do this, dash, do that, set your symbols up right so you can dash a lot. No! Shut up! No, just fix the movement speed. God, I've heard people say that so many. Man, if you, oh, I will slap you. No, just don't. This has been a problem in this game for a long time, and I know plenty of you guys have dealt with it. I know plenty of y'all have. You know, have you ever been, you know, in a dungeon? Not even in just raids. You know, some of the 5-man dungeons, the god forms. You know, they're made quicker. Now, you know, there's nothing bad about the god forms or anything like that, but they need to find a way in this game to balance the movement speed, so that way, you know, speed runs are, you know, beneficial to everybody. Now, you know, there's nothing wrong with speed runs. You know, everyone wants to, you know, get in, get their loot, and get out. The bosses are easy. Smoke them, crush them, by all means. You know, get 1,000 gods in there and, you know, just blow the boss away in 5 to 10 seconds. No problem with me. I love free loot. But it's really hard, you know, for players to participate if, you know, they can't keep up with the raid. And at the very least, if they don't, you know, offer any kind of fix, they should at least make sure that, you know, the gear drops stay for players who can't keep up, because, you know, that's just so unfair. You know, you sat in that queue, especially, you know, for people that are DPS, you sat in that queue for, you know, X and X amount of minutes. That could be, you know, as long as 30 minutes to an hour. You get into this raid, and, you know, and because people are in god form and flying ahead of you, you can't keep up to get the loot. Come on now. Simple mechanic problem that's existed from day one. It seriously needs to be fixed. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share my thoughts with that with you. Feel free to comment below if you've ever suffered this problem or had to deal with it. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tanuck127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.